What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about how you can make free coins with the NFL Draft Release promo. Number one, like this is part one, so obviously we have part two that's going to be starting up next week. The draft is tomorrow, so you're going to have to probably do all of this, I guess, by tonight into tomorrow to make sure you're all set. So inside of the Mutt draft, you're going to go over here. Usually it's extremely sweaty, but I'm gonna give EA a little bit of credit with this. It hasn't been as sweaty. Now you're gonna play some players that are really good, but for the most part, you're gonna play a lot of bums, right? So you should be able to successfully win 5 games in a row. There is no gimmicks, there is no like extensive part with playoffs. It's one of the most simplistic events that they've put out. So to be honest, I think that many of you guys will enjoy it. The sweaty level from 0 to 10, I would give it a 5. And usually the sweatiest game is game 5, right? So it is what it is. Like everything is a 5. It's not gonna get to 10 unless you make it get to 10. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like a dude starts throwing through your body and you don't do the right thing and just run the ball and get rid of it. It's 2-minute quarters, so you have to be very, very careful with everything that you do. And you know, the abilities are random and there's a lot of pool of players. So again, it is what it is, but I would say that this is okay because I've done it. And remember, I don't recommend it to like do it unless I'm actually doing it. I think all of you guys watching this video can actually do it. So now, the way that they have it written out, I want to make sure you guys understand this question has come up several times. You have the first, that's a series of the 5 games. So for every 5 games, that's what you get. The first time that you do the 5 games, you get a 93 plus player. The second time, 96, and etc., etc. So you can do 5 different series of 5 games. So for 30 games, you're gonna get 297 overall draft night players, you're gonna get 298 overall draft night players, and you're gonna get 199 overall draft night player, in addition to everything else that's stated there. Now, the biggest part about it is, what is the coins that you're gonna get on draft night? How are you getting that? What do I mean by free? Free millions of coins and stuff like that. Well, this is what it is, right? No matter what happens with the price of the cards, they're 99s and they're auctionable. Okay, that's the key word. They're auctionable. The price range of the players are going to vary. I don't really see a situation where it's going to get, lower than about 600 to 700K for a 99 overall. So I would probably put it as something where the 99 is going to go for about 800. You're going to probably get, I guess, like 300 to 400 for a 98, and then a 97 will be about 150 to 2. So however you want to do it, you're looking at least 1.5 million coins. Now, if it just so happens, right, that Shedeur Sanders, Deion Sanders' son, if he gets drafted early, like people are saying, it could be a problem. But based on everything that everybody's talking about, it doesn't look like he's going to be, I would say the 299s are usually the top 2 players. I'm not sure when it starts 98. It probably is top 3 or whatever, but I can't really remember what they've done in the past. But the 99 overall player, depending on what they give him for abilities and stuff like that, it could even be more. The one thing I'll tell you though, they're not gonna really get any of the OP abilities that some of the players get right now in the actual draft promo itself, because these are draft night player items. They're not the actual draft promo release players, so they're not going to make them as good, especially with the fact that they just dropped several limiteds. So when you go through that and you get everything, you're going to get all of these packs. Now it unlocks on draft night. Depending on how they do it, it could be glitchy. So make sure that you're by whatever you need to be by, because it could be a situation where the cards themselves are actually glitched and you may get more value than it actually is worth. It's happened in the past, so I have to at least give you that. Now, as far as the players that are available right now and the other cards that you get, we're going to get to that because you get a ton of free cards as you go flawless, and I'm going to show you guys what you can be doing with that as well. But I just want to make sure that I point out what is going on with the actual NFL draft release. Remember, the draft night players are different from the draft release. I have to keep saying it because what's going to happen is the cards are going to drop and you guys are going to be asking me what the difference is. The difference is those players are draft night players. Like they're coming into the game as new NFL players. They're not these guys, right? So these are the release guys and everything like that. So when you look at the limiteds, right? The limiteds are going to always maintain a different value than what the draft night players are. Unless, for whatever reason, EA goes crazy and gives them ridiculous numbers and ridiculous stats. Has that happened? Yes. I highly doubt that let's just say Sanders goes first. I think they said Cam Ward's gonna go first, but whatever. Let's just say either of them go first and they compete with Caleb's card. That actually could happen the same way that they did it with Calvin Johnson, where they just gave them baked on double me, like one season after they gave us the other rent card. That could happen, but I just don't see it happening, because then it's possible that they're looking to get as much money as possible out of everybody right now with the way they have it set up with this card. So why would they drop another card with a baked in ability that's going to compete with this? They're going to leave it the way it is. But then some of you guys are playing devil advocate and you're saying, yo, what about AR-15? AR-15 is a stud, and you guys are right, and he goes for 400K. So there is a chance that somewhere in between that, it could change up a lot. All right, so I'm not gonna go ahead and say, yo, bro, it's not a chance. It is, but whatever, it doesn't matter. If you go through it and you play the, you got to do 5 series of flawless and you get all the cards, it won't matter anyway, because you're gonna make the millions regardless. All right. Another thing to point out, and this was pointed out earlier in my stream, this guy's price has dropped like 3 million coins from what it was yesterday. I don't really know what the situation is, but I will tell you, you guys are asking why his price would be so excessive. It's because he gets double me for 0. The problem is this, right? He's 6'3", and he doesn't get the option to add the inches to his height the way that the other players do from the All-Star promo. That's why I don't care about him. He does have a bigger body archetype, but the height is all that really matters when you're trying to moss dudes. So I don't see why people are spending for him, other than the fact that he's a 0 AP double me player. And even if you're a bum and you throw the ball up, there's a chance that a dude may come down with it. So would a player that drops tomorrow affect his price? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, if you want the player for 0 double me, would EA Sports drop a player, a draft night player with 0 AP double me? I don't think so. So I would say that if you have him, all right, and you can get rid of him for about 5 mil, it's a plus regardless, because it's no way at his height that it's going to make any sense to hold on to him for a long period of time. It just, realistically, it just doesn't make sense. So that's why I'm making sure that I state that. So I was asked about that, you know, should you get rid of him if you pull him, all that stuff. I would take the 5 mil, especially with the fact that everything else around is going to be, you know, a similar value, and you should be all set in that regard. All right. Now, as far as the cards that you get for free, that is a whole nother avenue, okay? Because you can use them right now to make sets and to put together a lot of the cards that are available. So you can now, for this release 1, make money utilizing them. Like you can see right here, all of these are filled up because of the actual promotion, like the event, the NFL draft event. But I can wait for release 2. EA specifically said release 1, so we know there's at least another one, right? Because the draft's gonna be going on. It's possibly gonna be 3. The reason I point that out, do you need to redeem this now, or should you wait for the next release and start making 99s that way? So there's a lot of coins to be made. It just depends on how patient you are and which route you want to take. But all of these are filled up because I did those 6 flawless runs inside that event. So it's going to be there for at least the next 2 weeks as the draft continues to go on. Please, if you're trying to make this money, get the first part done where you get the 99 before tomorrow. Because I don't know what happens after that, but you're not going to make a lot of coin if you're not on the ball and ready to go when it actually drops. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're trying to grind through it later, it might not give you the amount of coins that you need at that time. So check it out, see what it is. If you have any other questions, let me know. Hit me up in the comments and all that good stuff. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.